Welcome to another episode of Low Production, or from Low Production Videos. Sal Ammirati here, Douglas Elliman. Every time I get a new listing, it's fun. I meet a lot of new people, and I get to interact with a lot of new, sometimes different agents. Well, the agents that show my property when they come either with their at an open house or they schedule an appointment, these agents have been hired. That's buyer brokerage, which is new. Similar to the listing that I sign, where my owners sign a listing that says you have this much time to sell our house for this much money. When you have a buyer contract, you have this much time to find me a house that meets these criteria, including price, location, condition, other things. So it's an actual contract. So a buyer is actually hired, physically, literally through a contract, hired somebody to work for them. Well, you would think that agent would show up at the home they're showing their client, with their client, and at very least read the listing, know where they are, know if the home is gas or oil, know the school district, know something. Again, at least read the listing. I'm amazed at agents that are hired, again, contractually, by their buyer clients and don't do any work. They don't even read. Be careful who you hire. Yes, you need to see a home with an agent. You need to actually sign a contract with them. Again, how much time, what you're looking for, how much money you want to spend. And they have that time to work for you. They should actually know what they're doing. It's as important, and maybe even more important, than a listing agent. Again, you're hired to do a job. At the very least, you should be reading the listing. And that's what buyer brokerage is all about. Similar to hiring somebody to sell your house, there's a rapport you need. You have to get along. You have to trust that they're professionals. So really, you should be just as careful of who you actually hire to work for you as a buyer's agent. And I say work for you. What are they doing? Well, let's see what they need to do. First of all, they need to read the listing. Number two, they need to know where they are, know something about the house, and be able to eventually do a comparative market analysis on the home you're interested in purchasing. What's sold in the area, similar to the house, and when? Are they familiar with the area and the community? Are they familiar with the agent? Do they understand the whole process of buying a house? Listen, it's not as easy as it looks, but with effort, if you put the time and energy into it, and you actually do the work, you should be able to help your clients find a home. So if you're considering hiring a buyer's agent to work for you to find you a home, ask them what they do. Ask them if they can read. Sal Ammirati, Douglas Elliman, over and out.